The question is, a dividend of 9% was declared on rupees 100 shares, selling at a certain price. If the rate of return is 7.5%, then calculate the market value of each share and also calculate the amount to be invested to get an annual dividend of rupees 630. So here we are given with rate of dividend as 9% on rupees 100 shares. So that is the face value of shares and selling at a certain price. So we don't know market value. The rate of return is given 7.5%. So there is this formula for finding rate of return which says that rate of return times market value is equal to d% of face value. So d% times face value. So 7.5 times market value is 9 times 9 times 100. So the market value of each share is 9 into 100 divided by 7.5. You can simplify this by 9 into 100 into 10 upon 75. You reduce this by 25. So 3 and 4. Now you reduce by 3. So market value of each share is rupees 120. The second part of the question is the amount, calculate the amount to be invested to get an annual dividend of rupees 630. So annual income is given, annual dividend, which is proportional to the number of shares. So using the formula for calculating annual dividend, first thing is we will calculate number of shares. So annual dividend is equal to rate of dividend on face value times number of shares. So that is 630 is equal to 9 upon 100 into 100 into number of shares. So reducing 100 and 100, we get number of shares equals to 630 divided by 9, which is 70 shares. So to purchase 70 shares of market value rupees 120 each, the amount to be invested. So investment will be market value into number of shares. So you put these values, market value is 120 and number of shares is 70. So 12 times 7, 84 and 2 zeros. So investment is rupees 8,400. The question is, by purchasing rupees 50 shares of a company for rupees 75 each, Sonal gets 8% per annum on her investment. What rate percent per annum is the company paying? And what is her annual dividend if she buys 350 shares? So here we are given with rupees 50 shares, so that is face value of the shares of a company for rupees 75, so that is market value, and she gets 8% on her investment. So this is rate of return given. We need to calculate what rate percent per annum is the company paying. So we have to calculate rate of dividend. And also, what is our annual dividend? So we need to find annual dividend. So first, using the formula, rate of return times market value equals to rate of dividend times face value. We get 8 into 75 equals to D% into 50. So from this we can calculate rate of dividend. So rate of dividend equals to 8 into 75 divided by 50. On cancelling with 25 and then by 2, we get dividend percent. Rate of dividend as this will be 4. So 4 into 3, 12%. Now once we know the rate of dividend, we can calculate annual dividend when number of shares are 350. So annual dividend is equals to D% of face value into number of shares. So 12% of face value 50 into number of shares 350. So in reducing this, 52 times 2 and 6 times, we get 6 into 350. So her annual dividend is rupees 2100. The question is, a man buys 500 rupees 20 shares at a discount of 20% and receives a return of 10% on his money. Calculate the amount invested by him and the rate of dividend paid by the company. So here 500 is number of shares, rupees 20 shares at a discount of 20%. So rupees 20 is face value and it is available at 20% discount. So 20% of 20 is 4 rupees. So market value of each share will be face value minus discount, that is 20 minus 4. So market value is rupees 16. Now to calculate the investment equals to market value times number of shares. So that is 16 times 500. So his investment is rupees 8,000. His investment is rupees 8,000. Now the rate of dividend paid by the company. So to calculate this, we use the formula rate of return times market value equals to rate of dividend times face value. So we know that rate of return received is 10%. So 10%, 10 10 into 16 equals to rate of dividend into 20. So in cross multiplying this, we get rate of dividend equals to 10 times 16 upon 20 On reducing this, we get rate of dividend as 8%. The question is, Ashok invested rupees 26,400 on 12% rupees 25 shares of a company. If he receives a dividend of rupees 2,475, find the number of shares he bought and also find the market value of each share. So here rupees 26,400 is his total investment and the company is paying 12% dividend. So rate of dividend is 12% and 25 is face value. So dividend paid on one share, dividend paid on one share is rupees is 12% of 25, which is 12 upon 100 into 25. On simplifying, we get 3 rupees. So company is paying 3 rupees dividend on one share. So how many shares dividend on how many shares will be rupees 2,475. Using unitary method, we get number of shares by 2,475 divided by 3, which is 825. So the number of shares purchased was 825. Now to find the market value, this was number A. Market value will be given by his total investment divided by number of shares. So total investment is 26,400 divided by 825. On simplifying this, reducing to the simplest form, we get market value of each share as rupees 32.